Jerry, a chair user at the pool, shifts his weight from his chair to the pool lift. Text reads, "Discover inclusive active aging, Aquatics."
All right, so you want to make sure your belt is down by your waist and not, there you go, and then pull it. Yes. This is a manual pool lift. He has a spinal cord injury. He's wearing a float belt, so that will help him be vertical for the exercises we're gonna do for today.
Jerry is lowered into the pool. He pulls his goggles down over his eyes, submerges into the water, and swims away.
This allows you to enter into the pool easy, accessible for this exercise class. Thank you guys for coming. Welcome you guys to come for our exercise class today. What we're going to be doing is working on active movement. We're going to work with strengthening, lengthening muscle groups. We're also going to work on joint movements and then overall balance, stamina, and endurance. Any questions? I see you have all of your adaptive equipment if needed. We've got float belts, we've got leg weights. If you need the wall, just come to the side for balance, or if you need it for stabilization. So our first exercise, we're going to utilize the hand buoys in a little bit of a different way. The first exercise is a back leg raise. So you're going to start taking your heel back away. Keep the legs straight. Utilize your hand buoys if needed for balance.
She raises and lowers her back leg.
But let them float on the water. So if you're sinking them, then you realize I'm relying too much on those. We really want to work on the leg. And then shift your weight over, pouring into the other leg. Take the opposite leg, heel back.
An underwater shot shows the back leg raise.
Now alternate.
They alternate legs and raise the other leg to the back.
So there's several ways that you can do this. You can alternate from side to side, or you can stand on one leg, take it back, toe down, take it back, toe down, take it back, back. The things you want to cue yourself is both of the legs are straight. So if I'm leaning and bending this leg, that's my anchor leg, straighten it, stand tall, keep the leg that's going back straight as well. All right, take a breath, get acclimated into both legs.
She shakes it out. Text reads, "Side leg raise."
The second exercise we're going to be doing is from the hip, and it's taking the leg out to the side and down. Out to the side and down.
An underwater shot shows the side leg raise.
So hand buoys can be out for balance. Last one to this leg. Now shift over here.
An underwater shot shows the opposite leg raising and lowering.
One more. All right, now we're gonna add some arm movements to that. But to add the arm movements to our side leg raise, you wanna just keep the buoys on top of the water, and you're gonna shift them from side to side. Side to side. Opposite direction of the leg that you're using. So decide which leg you're gonna use. We're gonna go out to the side and down. Out to the side and down. If you wanted more resistance with this, then you could sink your hand buoys down into the water and take it across your belly if you want more resistance.
The participants glide their buoys on top of the water.
One more. All right, loosen out. Let's change over to the other leg. So again, the hand buoys stay on top of the surface of the water, moving from side to side. opposite of the direction that your leg is going. So the leg goes out. And if you find that your balance is really challenged with this, you could just take the toe out to the side. So there's several ways to use your ability and function and still be effective.
The group moves their buoys side to side.
One more. All right, shake that out. Okay, Jerry, this is where you may want to come a little shallower, or you may can stay there. Try it and see.
Jerry hugs the wall of the pool. He floats closer to the instructor.
And again, you can keep your back against the wall. Okay, so when our palms are down and we're pushing them towards the water, this is going to be working the back of the arm. Anything palms down, pushing towards the water, is working the triceps. If you turn one over, just one, biceps and triceps will be going in this motion. Both of them down. Both of them down at the same time and up. Just see the difference. You've got one bicep working, one tricep working. If they're both down, that's tricep. If they're both up, that's bicep. Front of the arm versus the back of the arm. Now, you see how you're having to muscle it down? Come a little shallower. If you're trying to muscle it down, I don't think you guys you're good. So elbows by your side. Let's do palms down first. And you've got a knee curl. So while the foot comes up, buoys go down.
Knees curl up and down under the water. The instructor smiles.
Now remember, if we're bringing up the foot, the knee stays pointed down to the bottom of the pool. Now let's change. So change your hand buoys over, and we're gonna change our other leg. Let's bring it together. They meet and down. Meet and down. Down, then up. Down, then up. Jerry, try one at a time. Down and up. Up. You guys can rest. Okay, with your back against the wall. So this is where the float belt would help. It's gonna keep you above, but here, so I just needed to watch you. With the float belt, then I'm gonna have you not push it all the way down, you're just gonna pulse. Does that make sense? And so back against the wall. And then whatever buoy you have your hand, and then do the opposite leg. Just gives you that little stabilization. Okay, the next one we have on our list is leg straightening. You can keep your buoys. Leg straightening. So take your buoys out to the side just for stabilization. You probably don't need both of them to just see. And then you want to take your toes up. The key here is to keep your knee as straight as possible. So if you find the higher you get, the bend in the knee occurs, then take it down lower. You want to push through your heel. So imagining that I'm pushing a gas pedal, but it's with my heel, not my toes. So push through with your heel. Now change it over. Other leg. Push through your heel. So stretch that leg out. The other thing is you want to stand tall. You don't want to feel like the other leg is collapsing you. Stand tall, push through your heel. And some of the arm movements we can add here is taking them down to the side as we lift the leg.
The participants raise and lower their legs under the water.
That works the core. And again, standing tall, not to bend at the waist and not to collapse the anchor leg that we're standing on. One more. Now let's change. Shake that one off. Take that leg forward. Change.
They raise and lower their legs one last time.
You could do this.
She raises one leg and the opposite arm at the same time.
All right, shake that off. How are we doing? How are our hands? The thing when you have equipment in your hands, you don't want to squeeze the life out of it. You want it to rest in your palm and allow the whole arm to push the buoys down under the water. The next exercise is to stand on one foot, which we've done a lot of already. But when you think about standing on one foot, are you really standing on that foot? So think about, do I feel all of my toes? Do I feel like I'm heavier? If I can't feel my toes, if I can't feel my legs, then come up to the level that you have sensation. Am I over to that side? Because if I'm over to that side, then the weight will distribute down that fulcrum, down that side, even if I can't feel it. Just know, am I heavier on one side? Now take it over to the other side. Again, if I can't feel my leg, come up to that sensation point and lean into it. Your eyes can be the horizon because you know if you're like this, if that's too much. But if I'm just leaned over into my anchor, that lets you know. Work. All right, so stand tall, shake that out. The next one is going to be difficult for some, easy for others. It is called a heel-toe walk. So what that looks like is when you walk forward, you're supposed to strike your heel first, then your toes. Then you kind of roll off the toe to bring the leg forward to strike the heel again. Another way that we can do this is if I don't have that gait function, I could go up on my toes or back on my heels, standing stationary. If I don't have any movement here at all in my legs, imagine poking your belly forward and then tucking it back. So that is imitating through the pelvis that forward walking. Okay, so let's walk this way, those that can do that in the manner that the description reads, and then take it backwards a few steps. Same principle. So if I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna take the toe, drop the heel. And the buoys at this portion is just to give you stabilization. Good. Go up on the toe, yes, and then back on the heel.
The instructor smiles as she watches the participants.
Good. All right. The last one of our exercises is called a balance walk. So you're doing that with that heel-toe strike, but let's say not able to do that. A lot of the stuff that we've already done is challenging your balance. That's going on one leg, standing on one foot. But a balance walk is utilize first your hand buoys for balance, and I'm gonna walk this way so you can see. You would still face towards me. So a balance walk is I'm gonna bring the leg up, pause for a moment, heel strike, move forward, bring the knee up, pause for a second, heel, up, So the slower you go in water, the harder it is. And probably on land for most of us as well. All right, the challenge with this, with the arms, is to take away the hand buoys and take away the arms. So if you just cross them above your belly button. Some people choose to go here. I would start here until you just see how your balance is. And then the same thing, so bring up that knee, take a pause, heel strike, shift your weight forward, bring up that knee, heel strike, shift your weight forward, bring up that knee. So it becomes a challenge. The further up that you bring the arms, the more of a degree challenge it would be. Then the ultimate challenge would be to take the arms out of the water completely. Throw your hands up. So let's do that. That's an adaptation. There you go.
The participants put their arms in the air and try the adapted walk.
Each ankle to press, yeah. So that's a great reference point too, Jerry. Jerry is a spinal cord injury and he is suggesting to put just a small ankle weight at each leg to keep his legs from floating up too easily. So put a little bit of resistance for him. Now let's go backwards with that same balance walk. Very good. Some of us can go backwards easier than we can go forward. I know. And some don't, that's right. All right, one more step. All right, thank you guys very much. So let's bring ourselves back to center. Let's take a couple of big breaths in and out. We want to work our rib cage a little bit, so breathing in and out the hydrostatic pressure of the pool. We don't realize how much pounds per pressure are on our bodies when we are in water that's chest deep. So think about, I'm pushing my rib cage out against that water, and inhale, and then exhale, push. One more inhale, and then exhale, push.
A photo of the participants smiling with their buoys in the air.
Thank you guys.
A logo for NCHPAD, National Center on Health, Physical Activity, and Disability, www.nchpad.org.